the practice of the Bhagavad Gita, day 45. And for today, I have chosen the 32nd shlok of the 6th adhyay, 6th chapter. And this is how it goes. Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mata. Bhagwan says to Arjun, Arjun, he who looks on all as one, on the analogy of his own self, and looks upon the joys and sorrows of all equally, such a yogi is deemed to be the highest of all. So this shlok reminds us that in essence, we are all one and the same. The only difference between all of us is that we have different forms and we have different names. Nam and Roop. These are the only things that are different. Otherwise, each and every one of us is the same. And Bhagwan says in this shlok that the one who can see that sameness, that oneness, that divinity beyond the outer form of this gross body, and also who can see the gunas that dictate the thoughts and the actions of each and every one of us, that person who can see this, who can understand this, that person, Bhagwan says, I consider to be the highest yogi. So, what can we do to reach that exalted state of the highest yogi? So here are 5 action steps that we can take shanai shanai, slowly, slowly, gradually, with baby steps to reach that highest state. 1, we have to understand clearly and accept the basic Vedantic truth. What is that? That all living beings, that means all of us, animals, plants, birds, all living things are sentient, are conscious, are alive because of the Atma that makes them alive and functioning. There is an Atma, there is a spiritual consciousness, a spiritual essence, because of which we are sentient, we are conscious. 2, another understanding, that without the Atma, this body, this mind, this intellect is jad, is insentient. It is lifeless matter. This is not real. It is just matter. If that Atma was not there to make it alive, to make it conscious, we would be nothing more than a stone. That's an understanding. 3, that Atma, which makes us sentient, which makes us alive, which makes us function, is the same Atma in all living beings. There is nothing like my Atma and your Atma, or his Atma or her Atma. Atma doesn't belong to any body. Atma doesn't belong to a body. Atma is free, all-pervasive, and one. So it's that same one that makes us conscious, that makes you conscious, that makes everyone conscious. That is that Atma, which is all around in every single living being. This is an understanding that you have to slowly imbibe till it becomes a nishtha. Nishtha means a firm belief that even if I shake you and wake you up in the middle of the night and I ask you, who are you? You should tell me, I am Atma. Don't tell me your name. Don't tell me your profession. Don't tell me your what do I call it, nationality. That nishtha must come. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Atma. All right. 4. Have compassion. Develop compassion. For who? For those who are helplessly suffering from the wrong concept of being body, mind, and intellect. That's all of us, right? So have compassion for everyone. Because of this false belief that you are a body, you are a mind, you're an intellect, you're living under a false identity, and that false identity is called ahankar. So have compassion when someone makes a mistake, when someone does something wrong, when someone rubs you the wrong way. They're doing it because the simple fact that they don't know that they are Atma. So let it go. Have compassion. Don't bark at people. And number 5, this ahankar, this false understanding that we have, that makes us look at people differently. That creates a gap, but not the gap that we always want to create. It creates a boundary, a limit between a separateness, let's say, between each one of us. And because we feel separate from that person, we feel tempted to judge them. We feel tempted to evaluate them, which is again a false notion, because they are not what they appear to be. They are Atma. And because Atma is so intangible that we cannot grasp it easily. So that's why I say, slowly, slowly, shanai, shanai, understand this, make it pakka in your mind, imbibe it, absorb it, and slowly you will reach that exalted state of the highest yogi. Do try. It's worth it. More tomorrow.